'Twas the night before San Fran when all through the town, Washington's coaches drew up another touchdown. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that a Commander's dub would soon be there. For the team knew that for all the fans to be merry, the game plan would have to include scoring from Terry. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a sack by John Allen followed by a loud cheer. Now Taylor, now Dotson, now Gibson and Payne. On Leno, on Fuller, on Bobby McCain. If we're going to get a win, these guys know how. It's coming your way on Command Center right now. And congratulations are in order for several of our Commanders following this week's Pro Bowl announcement. Washington will be sending 4 players to Las Vegas this year. Jonathan Allen returning for his second straight Pro Bowl, and wide receiver Terry McLaurin has been recognized as a starter for the first time in his career. And on special teams, Twas and Jeremy Reeves were also announced. And what better way to start off a show than say, welcome on into Command Center with that Julie Donaldson, Logan Paulsen, and Santana Moss, my Pro Bowlers right here. And 2 alternatives as well, Montez Sweat and Deron Payne. Such a great honor, Logan.
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic, right? To see these guys, this team has always kind of had a hard time getting guys to the Pro Bowl because they've been in a, kind of a flux situation. So to get all these guys in, get the alternates in there, I think is pretty fantastic.
It shows what the nation feels about this team this year. The entire league get a chance to vote for these guys. And I'm just so proud of Terry. I feel like he got snubbed a year or two, but just 3 years in the making, and he finally got his first one.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Way overdue, but congratulations to all 6, including the 2 that were named as alternate. But this Sunday, they will have their work cut out for them as Washington is heading to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. It is the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons the 2 franchises will square off, with Washington winning the most recent meeting in the Bay Area during the 2020 season. The 49ers, they clinched the NFC West Division with their Week 15 win over the Seahawks and come into this week's matchup winning 7 straight overall. Well, here's a look at how the 2 teams stack up. We should expect to see a lot of rushing in this one. The Commanders have run for over 150 yards in each of their last 5 games overall. Defensively, the 49ers rank first in the NFL in both total defense and scoring defense.
Well, I think the biggest thing obviously is they've got speed. They can run, and that's one of the things that I think is, they do very well. It's not like they have a huge menu of things they do. But the things they do very, very well. And I think it's a big part of why they're so successful is that what they do is they come in, the package is real tight, and they attack.
We were on that winning streak there. We run the ball well, lots of play action. We're hitting lots of 3rd down conversions that we needed to, and we were scoring in the red zone. And the defense kept doing their thing. So if we can keep doing that, feel very comfortable with this offense. And I've said this before too. It's when we have those offensive penalties that put us behind the chains, it's tough for us as an offense to overcome that. So if we can eliminate those, and then once we get down in the red zone and score touchdowns, I feel very comfortable with this team.
My mentality this week is we're going against a really good defense, and we need this win in the worst way. So, you have to be able to flip your mind frame real quick. Otherwise, you'll kind of come in a little sluggish against a really good football team. You know what I mean? And if you come in those situations with that mindset, you have a chance to get beat pretty good.
They're a really good defense. They've been playing together for a long time. They're very well coached. Coach Ryans does a great job with those guys. They play hard. They all fly to the ball. It's an impressive group, and we got to, that's what I'm saying. We got to forget about this last one, and we got to get ready to go get on this plane and go play against a really good defense because they ain't going to feel sorry for us, So they're going to be coming after us. We gotta be physical. We gotta run the ball. We'll be able to take our shots. When we get them, when they come up, ball's got to come out of our hand. We got to do a great job getting vertical when we get the ball, and every single yard is going to be at a premium because they don't give up a lot of them. They give up the fewest in the league. So. It's a challenge, and our guys will be up for it, and I know they'll bounce back from this last game and be ready to go.
Time to go inside the matchup presented by FanDuel. This fantasy football season, get more ways to win with FanDuel. So let's talk about some of the specific matchups we're going to be looking for on Saturday afternoon and how Washington can have the advantage. And I want to start right there in the trenches for this one because you have Nick Bosa, who leads the NFL with sacks, 15 and a half. We have a quarterback that we need standing upright. So he's going up against Charles Leno and Cornelius Lucas. What's the challenge there?
Yeah, I mean, Nick Bosa's a guy that's really fun to watch when it comes to rushing the passer. He is dynamic. He is put on this earth to rush the passer, get after the quarterback. So to me, with a guy like this, you need to have a schematic philosophy, right? Play action pass, max protection, chip plan to keep him off the quarterback, to put those guys in advantageous situations. Another way you do that is you stay out of third and long situations like your life depends on it by running the football effectively on first and second down. This is a guy that can game wreck you if you're not careful. So what is Scott Turner doing? What is this offense doing to manage that? I think there were some solutions there.
I'm scared. You just told us all that, and I'm sitting here. Yeah, I knew coming into this game we had to worry about Bosa, but no, he's one of those guys that I've been watching for a long time now, and just knowing what the troubles that we've been having up front, man, I'm hoping our solutions are right now. We're not dialing them up.
And it's not just Bosa. If we go to the other side of the ball, we're kind of scared of what Christian McCaffrey can do, because he can basically do it all. He almost has 1,000 yards rushing and almost 350 receiving. And the way that they use him, you just don't know, and you have to be prepared. So Santana, the linebackers need to be on point this week.
Yeah, that's one of the problems that we've been having, throughout the years since Ron Rivera been here, is our linebackers in coverage. And me playing under that Kyle Shanahan offense, I understood that everybody could get something when we played against our opponents. And I mean, your third wide receiver, your second, running back, your fullback, whoever's in the backfield, whoever's on that field can go out there and give you work. And having a guy like Christian McCaffrey with so much talent, I mean, we know he's a great runner, but he's a guy that can go out there and run routes as a receiver, like a receiver. So it's going to be one of them things I'm very interested in just to see who are we going to have to cover him. Whether it be a linebacker or would it be one of those guys in the Buffalo nickel. Yeah,
I think that's a great point, because when we played Carolina last time, Cam Curl guarded Christian McCaffrey. He did an excellent job with that. But the problem with the San Francisco 49ers, they have Christian McCaffrey and they have George Kittle. And Cam Curl can't guard both of them. So Jamin Davis is going to be forced to kind of allocate his time to one of those resources, I think. Or do you bring in another safety, Bobby McCain? It's a really tough matchup because they've got two guys inside that can hurt you, which is a very unique situation.
Jamin Davis coming to his own, and Cam Curl second on the team with 83 combined tackles as well. Of course, that number going up this weekend, we certainly hope. When it gets down to it, it's a lot about the coaching, right? And you have Jack Del Rio and Kyle Shanahan, Logan.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be the chess match for the ages, right? Because Kyle does an excellent job with his 49ers team of putting his guys in situations to be successful, finding matchups, breaking your coverage rules. Jack has done a good job of mixing stuff up, but Kyle makes his offense work by saying, these are your rules, and how do we create concepts to break them? So I am super excited to see what Jack comes out with. And you know what can hurt that, Tana? Is an excellent pass rush. So those guys got to be ready to go, and I'm just really excited to watch how these guys play against each other.
And speaking of excellent pass rush, I think one of the things we have going for us this week is Brock Purdy. He's a young guy, what I mean? Two times is a charm. 2 times is good. 3 is a charm. I don't think he's gonna get it off this week. I think our defense have what it takes to go out there and slow him down this week. And I know he's been playing good. I know he's Mr. Irrelevant, all that other stuff you want to get behind it. But I don't see him 3 times out going out there and playing dominant football.
Tim, let me get you quickly on the other side of Scott Turner going up against D'Amico Ryans.
We talking about scheme and things. No, I really want to see Scott Turner go into his bag. I think we have to go deep into that bag. Whatever we did against the Philadelphia Eagles, we have to bring that back. We have to bring that style of play back. I was listening to Logan talking a few minutes ago, and he talked about our interior run game. We have to go out there and attack them some sort of way, because watching these guys, talking about flying around the football, linebackers, safety, everybody gets to the ball. So we have to come with our hard hats on, and I'm hoping that our game plan is ready, because D'Amico Ryan, I'm not sure how long San Francisco's going to have him as a D coordinator. He could be somebody's head coach next year.
We're not playing checkers. We're playing chess on Saturday. Game day details are delivered by Paisanos, where you get buy one, get one large pizzas on Commanders game day and free toppings for extra points on Monday. Order online at paisanospizza.com. Well, the Commanders will take on the 49ers at Levi Stadium on Saturday, with kickoff scheduled for 4 or 5 p.m. Washington is 6-2 all-time on Christmas Eve. And you can watch the game on CBS, or if you want to listen on the radio, catch Bram Weinstein, London Fletcher, and myself on Big 100 or streaming on the iHeartRadio app. Now coming up, Commanders linebacker Jamin Davis is hitting his stride in his sophomore season. He joins us after the break to discuss the final stretch of the regular season.
Hey, to all you Commander fans out there, we want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Pediatric cancer, a lot of times it can be really stressful on the families, not just emotionally, physically, but also financially. So what we wanted to do, Hog Farmers and Beyond Entertainer, is grant Mom with a $1,000 grant.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
But we got one more thing. We try to keep it secret. Is we got everything you guys wanted on y'all's wish list for Christmas.
Oh, are you getting awesome presents? Yeah.
I think that might be for this.
Today was day 19 of Leno Claus, and we brought out the Canine family to the game. They're sitting in the suite. We collaborated with the Hog Farmers today, which is an amazing organization here in Washington. Cleared their wish lists and gave Mom $1,000 today on behalf of Beyond Entertainers.
We got this Christmas movie bracket, man. Now I'm big. I just talked about not having traditions and stuff.
Right.
Holiday movies.
Okay.
I love the season to give. I'm a giver.
Okay.
So it just seems like once Thanksgiving come around, start seeing the Christmas movies. From Thanksgiving on to Christmas, I'm always watching these kind of movies. So we have a bracket. I'm gonna say if I had to put one on my list first, I'm gonna say Home Alone goes top for me. Home Alone gonna be number one, and the next one would be The Grinch. That's my left side. Home Alone,
Home Alone, The Grinch. I gotta agree with that, 100%.
So you with me on that?
The Grinch and Home Alone, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to the right side.
For sure. Yep.
The right side, I'm definitely gonna say A Christmas Story.
Okay.
Who don't remember the kid putting his tongue on the damn pole and getting stuck?
Right.
The Christmas Story. I mean, you might not remember that, but that's big. That's big when I was growing up. And bro, this dude here was hilarious. And Elf. So
Barrel.
the Christmas Story and Elf.
Yep.
That would be my two for the right side of that bracket.
I feel like, yeah, definitely A Christmas Story. And then Elf and the Polar Express could go either way for me.
So you gotta give me one of them.
Give you one. I'm gonna go Elf.
Okay.
Will Ferrell made it happen.
Will Ferrell himself.
Made it happen.
Him alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Grinch versus Home Alone. Okay.
See,
so
that's
now,
tough. That's tough. Because I feel like Grinch and Home Alone would be my top two.
Yeah, me too. So you know what I'm gonna do? Even though Grinch, that was Adam Sandler. I mean not Adam. That was
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I'm gonna say Jim Carrey for Grinch. Even though he did a stellar job, bro. Macaulay Culkin's man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Macaulay Culkin and Home Alone the nod.
I will agree with you.
Bracket.
I will agree with you. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And only because I believe the Christmas Story was pushed on me by my parents, I'm gonna have to give my dog, the Elf, the nod out of that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Home Alone and Elf.
Bingo.
Same thing. The winner, I feel like that's easy for me.
Yeah. To me, I'm gonna say Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I'm gonna say Home Alone.
It kept me on my toes.
Home Alone, right after this day, I started from 1, 2 to whatever the last one is. Because they just made a new Home Alone. It's not the same guy, but I even gave that a chance because it said Home Alone. Home Alone, number one.
Home Alone.
Make sure to watch Command Center Game Day Live, the official pregame show of the Washington Commanders. We're live on the air starting at 2 p.m. on Saturday and taking you up to the start of our game against the 49ers. You can watch on our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. And after the game, don't miss Command Center Post-Game Live for reaction analysis and interviews with head coach Ron Rivera and players. You can also find that on YouTube. Take command of your game days. Well, since losing Cole Holcomb to injury in Week 7, the Commanders' defense has been led by second-year linebacker Jamin Davis. The former 19th overall pick is leading the team with 87 combined tackles, and his 3 sacks are tied for 4th most on Washington's defense this season. As a unit, the Commanders' defense ranks 4th best in the league overall. Jamin, how is the team kind of refocused after a tough loss on Sunday night, knowing what's lying ahead on Christmas Eve in San Fran?
It's one of those things where we got to just keep pushing forward regardless of what's going on around us. And then we had the opportunity to have a guy like Sergeant Cedric King come in and speak to us. And he's been through a lot, and we just got to see what it's like for him, and just what he goes through in life. And just knowing that different things will come up in your life as far as losses and whatnot, you just got to get up and keep it going.
And you do still control your own destiny. I mean, the way the season has gone, starting 1-4, nobody really thought this team would be in this situation. But if you go and you take care of business and you win out, it's a very different story in how the season ends.
Right. I mean, like I just said, I mean, we really don't pay attention to anything that's going on around us. We just always going to put our best foot forward and just keep taking it one step at a time, and before you know it, the results will speak for themselves.
It is one game at a time. Coming up is San Fran, and they have a really unique offense that offers a whole bunch of challenges, especially with Christian McCaffrey. I mean, that's a player that can kind of do it all that I'm sure you'll be focused in on. How do you strategize against an offense and a player like that?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we got to stop the run. I mean, when we go out there and do what we need to do to get all 11 guys to the ball and try to be extremely technique sound with everything that we're doing, I feel like it'll be very beneficial for us to do what we need to do to get off on third. So being real fluent in what we do with our movements and our fits and everything is just going to be real key in this game.
And Brock Purdy, I mean, what a story he's having out there in San Fran coming in. Just 3 games of film on him. Is that enough for you to kind of really feel confident in what plan you need to have to strategize against what he brings?
Absolutely, because, I mean, you can still pick up on different things that, like, different flaws in his game and whatnot, or whoever he is as a player. So, I mean, just going forward, like I said, it's just it's all about preparation and doing whatever we need to do out here on the practice field, and just going forward, we're just going to have to play us a good game this week.
And you yourself here now into your sophomore season, really kind of growing into your own. We see the confidence growing. We see the plays being out there. Double-digit tackles in 2 of the last 3 games for you. Where are you in your progression, and where's the game slowed down the most for you?
Same thing I've been telling everybody. I mean, just trying to just continue to be comfortable in my own skin and just being Jamin Davis. Not trying to be anybody other than myself, and just going out there playing ball. As far as my progression, and just it's really just preparation. It's one of those things that I took from Cole and just put that chip on my shoulder, just going forward, just keep doing what I need to do to be the best version of myself possible.
So you play on Christmas Eve. What do you want for Christmas?
The playoffs. I think that'd be a great gift, honestly. So.
All right. Thank you, Jamin.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
This Saturday, NBC4 is the place to be for Commanders fans. Logan and Coach Rivera break down the game tape on Command Center. Coach Commands with Ron Rivera. And because of the Saturday game this week, you can catch it all at 12 o'clock on NBC. And then right after that, it is the Players Club with London Fletcher and Santana Moss at 12:30. And if you miss it, well, you can catch both shows on our team website and YouTube channel. Now, ringing the new year with Washington Commanders, the Commanders host the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, January 1st at 1 p.m. at FedEx Field for their fan appreciation game, featuring tons of giveaways. Plus, they are honoring the legendary Hogs offensive lineman. Coach Joe Gibbs will be honorary captain for the game, and the team mascot will be revealed. Tickets start at just $50. Visit commanders.com/tickets to get your tickets today. And coming up, Washington is unbeaten in their last 5 road games. What will be the key to making it 6 straight? We share our thoughts when Command Center returns.
Merry Christmas!
Happy holidays, New Year. Okay, come here, buddy. Happy holidays.
Time for our keys to winning, presented by the Maryland Lottery. Play fast, win fast with fast play games from the Maryland Lottery. Well, we are building our own bread stadiums, gingerbread stadiums, and we got to talk about the keys to winning if you are the 49ers going up against Washington in this. Yes. Okay, guys, yours look pretty good there, so I'm going to start with your key to a winning, Logan.
Thanks. Yeah, so my keys to winning are running right at the San Francisco 49ers defense. They are a fast defense. They've got excellent linebackers, guys that make a ton of plays. Run at them, negate their team speed, and when they kind of batten down the hatches, they get those safeties in the box, be ready to kind of, with your misdirection, your play action pass, your
good.
jet sweep, all that kind of stuff, and be ready to make those plays. So I think that's what I would say is a huge key in this game. Be physical with them up front.
And you said it yourself. You're saying running straight at him. I think running at him is not all we should be doing, but we should make sure that we give B-Rob 20 or more carries.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that we have the stat with him running 15 or more times. We're 5-1-1.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why we didn't do that last week. But this is a new week, so we're gonna think a little positively. But hopefully, B-Rob has one of those days where he can get himself going, and when he's getting going, our offense get going.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally, 100%. And I guess for me, the other kind of key for is kind of disguising your coverage on defense. Brock Purdy is a young quarterback, guy who's kind of coming into his own. Like, he's getting a lot of pub, and I understand that. That's exciting for him. But confuse him, confound him, work to kind of, again, you're in this chess match with Kyle Shanahan, one of the best play callers in the NFL.
Yep.
You need to kind of work some of that stuff and make sure you heat Brock Purdy up with your four-man rush, and also make sure you're bringing some pressure.
And Logan, I feel bad, man, because last week, man, I've been on the road, and I've been saying that we must win the turnover battle. And it was like, hey, you know what? I'm like, I got a little cocky. I said, you know what? I don't need to talk about it.
And I feel bad because I've been giving you a hard time about it.
And you was giving me a hard time.
You
so
were.
I'm going to blame you. So I'm not going to blame myself. But I think it's going to be key. We on the road this week. We must minimize our mistakes. I think mistakes are going to be key. We can't go out there and have a bunch of, miscues. And besides the miscues, we must hold on to the ball. We need to win the turnover battle. I want to see Brock Purdy putting that ball into our defenders' hands and us holding on to it.
Because their win percentage as a team comes way, way down when they start turning the football over, like with everybody, but I think we can get some off of Brock Purdy because he is not very fastidious. He doesn't pick the football very well. And then for me, you got to be ready for Kyle Shanahan's game plan shots. That guy works really hard to break defensive rules. Jack Del Rio, what is your answer for that? How do you confuse? How do you confound Kyle? And I think that starts with disrupting Brock Purdy, like you were saying. So get those turnovers, make those plays. Julie, how's your thing coming over here? Actually, that's pretty cool, though.
I'm not listening to you.
I know at all. You're decorating away.
Like my lefty's trying to get this done. There you go. Your keys to a victory at a Gingerbread House Stadium. We wish you all a wonderful holiday and a very Merry Christmas.
I'm eating all my people.
Yeah.